go. Don't just talk it, walk it. Walkers only. Don't just talk it, walk it. Walkers only. Don't just talk it, walk it. Walkers only. Don't just talk it, walk it.
Boys, Harry, Shay, how are you doing?
What's going on?
Very good, very good.
Mate, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
Pleasure.
How are you feeling?
On top of the world.
Yeah?
Living the dream.
Bring that mic a little bit closer to you.
Bit closer.
Yeah, you can pull it towards you a bit.
All right. How's that?
Happy days, that's the one, yeah.
Better.
Get that strong voice in there then.
I know that. I know.
Boys, Propane Lane are in the house. I'm buzzing, I am.
What's going on?
I'm buzzing.
What's,
What a gaff.
well, first of all, I want to say, boys, obviously, thank you for coming on, but you are the talk of a gent when it comes to music at the moment. And I've been away for a long time, but this is I've just been home for a year now, actually. And I've heard about you boys, and then I went to a wedding back in, when was that? A month or two ago?
Would have been, yeah.
And you boys are rocking it.
Come on, then, wasn't it?
Come on then, my mate Starrett's wedding.
Yeah.
And I heard you two boys going for it, and I thought, fuck, vibe this a lot. And I was like, oi, where you boys from? You're like, Bridget. Next thing, I was like, let's get you boys on, you know? So thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us. Yeah, pleasure.
Thanks. How long have you guys been, how long's the band been going for?
Been going for, it's got to be 3.5 years now, have it?
3.5?
Yeah, just shy of 4. Yeah, August will be 4 years.
4 years in August.
Yeah, it's been, it's flown by, to be fair. Like, it don't feel that long at all. But, yeah, almost 4 years.
Is it, is this what you expected it was going to be like, or is this kind of being crazy?
Not in the slightest. We expected to do one little gig in the local, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And what's the local?
The Royal Oak in Kenforgill.
Shout out the Royal Oak.
Yeah,
Shout out Mark
time.
and Tina.
Yeah. Played our first gig there and woke up the next day to like loads of messages on it for bookings.
Yeah, it was.
And then it was just 100 miles an hour from there then.
Really? So you boys, like you said, 4 years you've been performing now. Was it like how long have you known each other for? Is it?
We was in play school together, weren't we?
Too long, man.
Andy Pandies together.
Yeah, we've known each other since we were about 3.
Yeah.
3 or 4. We went through school together, didn't we? And then, we want, it was, I don't think we were ever thought it would, about like playing music together until later. Lockdown happened, and then, we were just looking for something to do during lockdown. And then, we sort of started playing the guitars. But we've been friends for a lot long before that, just
nice.
But just never doing music together.
Just running the streets causing trouble.
Just
nice.
Up
Bobby knocking egg in.
Up to no good, like. But
Love it. So, okay, you guys known each other since nabbies, but then when did you realise you boys, like when did you start playing the guitar? When did you start, actually realising you got good voices?
It was primary school time, innit? I think we both started learning around a similar time.
I think we had lessons, didn't we, together in primary school?
Yeah.
I think we were the only 2 people that took the lessons up, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah. From what I remember. And then, but basic stuff back then, really basic stuff, like, just learning the basic chords and, trying to work your way around it. But, and then I don't know about you, but I didn't play guitar then for a long time. I had a big break where I was just completely uninterested and, get a bit older and you learn to drive and you start drinking and stuff like that. And then it just becomes something that sits in the corner of the room, doesn't it? And it's just like, didn't pick it up much. But, it changed then.
Changes like that.
Changed, yeah.
It's mad, boys, to think if you really... I bet you boys are not much of a... I don't know, you maybe not much reflectors to see where you've come from. Yeah. But it's amazing. I love seeing local talent, local people doing well. So when I see you boys repping it and smashing it, it's amazing, man. But
I think it's hard when time goes so fast. Like, you know, when we're gigging every weekend, it's hard to stop and look back at, like, the journey and how far we've come. It's almost as if there's not much time to do that, like, do you know what I mean? It's weird, like, we don't really spend much time reflecting. We should. But we're grateful, obviously, nonetheless.
Love
grateful
that
nonetheless, but, yeah.
Nice. And Shay, obviously you boys known each other for years, and you said that guitar was kind of put in the corner and you know, other things, cars, drinking, probably chasing girls and stuff like that at one stage. Was it something that would come out when you've had a drink, or was it kind of something like you just kind of, like you said, COVID was the main?
Yeah, sort of. So when we was talking about the Royal Oak in Kenfigill earlier, every Thursday they'd have a jam night, and I don't think, did you? Yeah, you used to go up there now and again, didn't you?
Yeah, I never did nothing.
I used to go up there and do a little bit here and there, like, you know, just to build the confidence up. But that was pretty much it. And then the guitar, I moved to uni, didn't touch a guitar for years and years. And then, the story is basically, when COVID came, they took that jam night onto Facebook and they turned it into like a virtual jam night. So people who used to play up there used to like film themselves at home, post it on there. And we did that then, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
We started putting things up, and then people were like commenting, we need to, you know, you need to come and play live and things like that.
Yeah.
That's how it went, really, innit?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was, well, we just had nothing to do, really.
Yeah.
Just had nothing to do. Like everybody was just bored, you know, you couldn't go anywhere, everything was closed. So I remember Shay come up my house. My old man had built like a studio, because my old man's always he's always been involved with music, like.
So where you boys originally? So just let me bring it back. So the old man built this. Where are you originally, boys? Clangaina.
Originally from Kenfigill.
Kenfigill, but okay, here we go.
Both from Kenfigill.
That makes sense.
But then about 10 years ago, I was about 17, 18, and my parents moved up to Langaina then.
Yeah.
And then obviously I went with them.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So the old man built the studio.
He did.
Love that.
I helped him. He won't give me credit for that, no doubt. Like, but he built a studio, and he's always been involved in music. He's from a young age. He was like he played in like a brass band. So he's a bit of a virtuoso. He plays like piano, brass band. He dabbles with everything, drums. Been in a few bands over the past couple of years, like, and he's he wasn't using it so much, I guess. So we went up there for a bit, didn't we? And we started making the most of what was up there, singing some songs, and we started posting them online, didn't we?
And when you went online, was that just on Facebook, or was that?
It was, yeah, Facebook.
Just Facebook.
And then it just started to blow up a bit then.
Yeah, well, we would post it individually. So, like,
Yeah.
Shay would sing a song,
Yeah.
I'd film him singing a song, and then he'd film me singing a song. And then there was one time, I can't really remember when it would have been, like, but we decided to sing a song together.
Wow.
And that was sort of like the first time we'd ever did anything really together,
Wow.
I suppose.
Do you remember the song?
Girls just want to have fun.
Girls just want to have fun.
Cyndi Lauper, Girls
We've
Just Wanna Have
played
Fun,
it
wasn't it?
every single weekend up until like the start of this year, innit?
Yeah, it was in the set for so long.
It's time,
Really?
time to bench
Just because
now.
it was like the first song,
Love
and
this voice.
it was probably one of our best ones for a long time. Would you say, or one of the best ones? Like, so it was like, yeah, it was crazy.
It's pretty amazing, boys, to just listen. There's two humble boys just bloody having a go.
Yeah.
And it's just, when I think about how someone gets into music and how they start to create this big wave, you always think of like this journey of, you know, going into like some form of academy of singing and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And then when you really break the crux of it down, it's just two people with like a natural talent that's just kind of put some energy to it and give us some hours to it. And next thing you know, it's just like two guys singing in the Royal Oak. And
yeah. Plenty of YouTube videos.
Any of YouTube
Don't
videos.
forget them. YouTube taught me how to play guitar.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Wow, man.
Obviously, I had some basic knowledge before, but like, yeah, anytime we want to learn a song, is straight on YouTube. Like,
how do you deal with the nerves, boys? Like, if you go all the way back to the beginning, nerves of singing on stage or singing in front of people, how did you find that? Or was it natural to you?
Still got it now, mate.
Really?
Every single gig. If you watch me before we start, like for the 30 seconds leading up to we start, I'm just a mess, mate.
Really?
Yeah.
he does. He'd look at me and he's like, oh, no.
I'm like, mate, I'm shitting myself. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
So you're the guy who kind of supports you kind of egg each other a bit then.
Yeah.
So what's the breaking thing? So when I always go back to sports, I always just get nervous in sports, you know, in the change rooms, walking out. But as soon as the ball gets kicked off, it's like
it's go time, man.
It's go time, innit? Is it the same as?
Yeah. It's the first song.
Yeah.
And once the first song is over and done with, we kind of know where we stand. And obviously, if the first song didn't go all that well, then we know, you know, we got to back our ideas up, I guess. But often 99.9% of the time it goes swimmingly, and we're there then. We're happy. We feel like we're at home, like, you know.
Love that. So how do you, like, obviously, like you just said a minute ago, weekends are fully booked up now. You know, there's people out there like chasing to get an opportunity to get onto someone's pub, but you guys are kind of knocking people back at the moment because of the queue. It's pretty impressive, boys.
Yeah.
We get a crazy number of messages coming through for bookings, and we've just got to turn everyone down, like, you know.
Wow.
It's a bit shit, but
It's a blessing and a curse,
Yeah.
really, because, I mean, you can't accommodate for everybody
Yeah.
as much as we'd love to, like. We'd love to just answer everyone and say, yeah, we'll be there, like, you know, but there's only 52 weeks in a year, innit? So it's,
And how many weekends would you say, you know, you're booked up, or have you ever done a full year?
so at the start of the year, we kind of take the diary and book off time, don't we?
Yeah.
Get holidays and things like that.
You've
in,
got to
like-
get them in
Yeah.
first things first, because otherwise the diary will just it'll get booked up, you know, and you know, Mrs. is shouting at the end because we're supposed to be going on holiday, this, that, the other. So it's, you've got to get your holidays in first, because it's so crazy how quick the year it'll just get taken right up, like.
How do you manage it, boys? Because you have day jobs as well.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's tough.
Tough.
It's
What is
tough.
your day job?
And people can be waiting ages and ages for a reply, like, you know.
Really?
Because it's like, it's just, so we meet up twice a week, don't we? A Tuesday and a Thursday, every week, originally to practice new songs. And that's where it's been for the last 4 years, really.
Yeah.
But we spend so much more time now doing the admin than
The
practicing
messages.
songs.
Or getting back to people and
Getting back to people and trying to do posts as well,
Yeah.
you know, improve our social media, and just a lot of the time now is spent dealing with the business side of things now, and it's not so much we don't have time to practice, but it's sort of put on the back burner, because we're playing a lot anyway, we're out every weekend, so that is our practice, I guess, in a way, like, so yeah, it's pretty crazy.
And we book all of January off every year, don't we?
Every January,
So then
you book it off after Christmas, is it just because it's hectic?
It's just we just don't ever take gigs in January ever.
Really?
Or haven't
and we
done,
just
I don't
use
think.
that as our kind of reset time. We'll come up with, like, this January just gone now was spent up the studio, God knows how many times a week, just coming up with a new set list and bringing in like 12 new songs in it.
Yeah.
How do you manage, like, changing sets and changing songs? Is it, or do you kind of keep to the similar? What's the word? I wouldn't have now to cover it.
There's certain songs we've got to do.
Yeah.
Because we're almost like known for it. People expect to hear them. Put it that way.
Girls
But
just
then-
want to have fun. Is that the one?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's gone now. Like, so I don't think we've had any complaints for that being gone. But like, there's certain songs, Jerry Cinnamon, our Jerry Cinnamon numbers. I think it'd be sacrilege if we ever got rid of them. I don't think people would be very happy, like, because they expect to hear them every gig, like. But I think it's important for us as well to breathe a bit of new life in for our own sake as well, like, because we're singing these songs in our sleep sometimes. We get home after a gig and we stay under the ceiling.
Yeah, how do you deal with the high after a gig? Because
hard.
Because you can't sleep. If it's anything like sports, you can't sleep after a game. It's endorphins are going through you, and adrenaline's going. And
exactly the same, probably. Yeah, it's
just lying there, eyes wide open, with this ringing
just
in your ear.
I can imagine with a vape, just trying to.
The vape plays a big part. Yeah.
I love it, man. I love it. What's up, guys? This podcast is brought to you by utest. Utest provides clinically accurate, rapid home testing kits for a variety of medical conditions and deficiencies. Designed for convenience, these tests deliver results in just 5 minutes, eliminating the need to wait days or weeks for lab results. The range includes tests for prostate PSA levels, bowel cancer screening, onset menopause to fertility, and more. All tests are available with the next day delivery at www.utest.co.uk. Use the code 0010 for 10% off your order. Now, let's go back to the episode. You know, we've had a couple of questions off people online, and I won't talk to them just yet, but ask those yet. But just, where has been your favourite spot at the moment to perform, or you remember very well?
Do you want to go? I know.
Off Grid is an awesome place.
I knew
Yeah.
he was
Off
going to
Grid
say
is an
that.
awesome place. We've had some awesome gigs in there. We were there not so long ago, but just because of the scale, I think,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
amount of people that you can get in there,
Yeah, load it up.
get a crazy buzz.
Were you
That's
there
when I'm
over this-
really bricking it.
Yeah.
Is in Off Grid. Oh yeah.
Do you have a little a beer or anything just to loosen you up a bit before? I never.
Nah,
We used
nah.
to. We used to. I think right at the beginning we used to have a drink, but the more we know now, it dries your throat out. Believe it or not.
Beer does.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah,
So
okay.
it's not really great if you're singing hand in hand. Some people do it. I mean, Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
He probably built a fucking career on it, didn't he?
So yourself,
Drugs and alcohol.
you're saying Off Grid for yourself. What about you, huh?
For me, I mean, again, for the same reasons as Shay, you can max that venue out
Yeah.
and you can play to more people in that place than any pub or wedding venue can accommodate for, which is always good because you want to play to as many people as you can. But I still have a soft spot for the small, intimate venues.
Nice.
The Coach being one of them,
Oh
Yeah.
which is
wow.
down the road,
Yeah.
which we have only played, I believe, once, is it, or twice?
I think we done it twice.
But that was way back when, within probably the first year of us starting. It was one of the first, like, sort of 10 venues we did. And unfortunately, we haven't been back here since because it's hard now because it's a small place, it's a small place. But I remember that being one of the most memorable gigs for me, for completely different reasons to Off Grid, completely different reasons. But
Some of the pubs around you, like even the Old Castle, have you performed there?
No.
we haven't done it all.
That's a good little vibe in there.
Right on.
Yeah.
I find it quite because it's quite intimate because it's no like step for the band to play. It's just like
Yeah.
you're there with them, so it's
Yeah.
kind of like maybe
Yeah.
like the Coach. I don't know, but
Yeah, the Coaches are you're right in the
Yeah.
in the thick of it,
There's no protection. And
No.
I used to love that. I used to love the rowdy ones where they're all, sat on top of you essentially. But nowadays,
It's tough.
it is tough.
It is tough.
When you're
'cause-
talking like the money's worth of kit that you've got
Yeah,
and that,
yeah, that's a big thing.
it's risky.
have you been you've been performing obviously over the Six Nations?
Yeah.
So how do you notice when let's go Wales ain't playing well? How do you notice the impact of the performance after? Do you notice anything different? Not really.
Well, it's hard to tell because they haven't played well for so long that it's just all the same,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I can't really bring myself back to when Wales were any good, like.
The rugby games are always
Yeah.
always rowdy. I mean, everyone's drinking, and it's almost always intense.
Yeah.
But for the good reasons. I mean, you get a couple of scraps every now and again.
I was about to say, how have you had like? I was going to ask you, but we'll get to it now. Have you ever had a moment where you're performing and like something outrageous has happened or like a bad
time?
Really?
All the time, mate.
How do you deal with
fair
it?
few times.
Yeah. Literally, what, two weekends ago, was it? We were somewhere. And there's security everywhere in the place as well. But it was just kicking off left,
It
right,
was like a
centre,
7-8 man brawl.
Really?
Yeah, on the dance floor.
Intimate place, like a small location? Or
No, it was quite a big
was a
big
big
place.
place.
Like,
Yeah.
You guys, did you
can
keep
be a
going? Did you
nightmare.
pause?
I think we did keep going, didn't we? We kept going,
yeah, we
sort
did.
of like
We
looking
did.
around, like
yeah.
sort it out then, sort of thing, like. But when you're mid-song, it's unprofessional, really, in it to sort of stop, unless it was really,
Yeah.
really, really bad, which it have been in the past, like, and we have had to stop.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where do you see this going, boys?
Wherever it's going to take us.
Yeah.
I don't have, personally, I don't think I have this big idea in my head of where I want us to be in 5 years' time or whatever. I'm just quite happy taking it all in my stride, and
Yeah.
just what will happen with us. We don't go out and chase things. We don't. Yeah,
I think it's the same sense as we don't have time to reflect. We don't have time
Yeah.
to project.
Love
either.
that.
And it's, in a way, we just sort of just seeing where the wind takes us, really, like. And it's so far it's put great opportunities in our lap, like, and that's good, like.
It's amazing.
But,
Do you ever think if you ever had like a manager on board or something like that, would it take that weight off you so then you can fully focus on just playing, or would that?
Yeah, 100%. But we've kind of toyed with the idea, like we've passed the idea around before and been like, oh, it'd be good to have a manager, and then it gets cut there and that's it. Like, we don't go any further with it.
Yeah.
But having a third pair of hands to deal with the messages and the online content and things like that.
That's the biggest thing. The admin side of things. It would really help us, to have somebody handle all of that, like, because we can just concentrate on, because we're not that way inclined, really. Like, we good at what we do, but then when you spend so much time on the messages, it takes it away then from what we really should be doing, like practicing and making music, really. Like,
it just seems like you're at that stage, boys, where you're at the brim, you know what I mean, where you're at you're not at the early stages anymore. You're at the stage where you're actually at full capacity, and just want to, obviously that burnout word comes up into my head when you think of that. But someone will probably listen to this right now is just rubbing their hands like, can't wait to reach out to you boys and solve your problem, But it's just amazing, boys. I love it. I'm just super grateful for having you two in, because it's refreshing. Like, just two humble fellas. Like, they just love playing, passionate, proper Welsh boys as well, I can tell.
Fuck
I love it. If you could tick off a venue this year, I know you said you're not looking at the projection. If you could tick off a venue this year that you'd like to do, what would you say?
It'd probably be a festival for me.
It would be, yeah.
What's that one in
it together?
In it together?
Yeah, probably.
100% for me.
Yeah.
And it's like 5 minutes from my house, so I could get pissed and walk home then.
Margam, yeah? I think Jesse Owens. I think the guy's name's Jesse Owens who does it.
Righto.
Is it?
Yeah.
That was our...
I've got his number.
Hello?
I'll send his number after this, yeah.
Send it over.
I'm sure it's Jesse Owens, yeah.
Yeah, that's because obviously it being a local festival, that would be, it'd work for us, like.
Because the owner, he owns, and believe it, I've got to double check this, but he owns Bloomin', that mushroom powder?
Oh,
Ryan LaCroix and his brother Jesse, I'm pretty sure, and he does all of the production and entertainment for that. So, and they're Puthcall based.
Righto.
If I can help, I will.
Yeah, send a word back.
If that's your goal this year, boys.
It is.
I love it.
I think we've spoke about this a couple of times on my show. Like, that'd be one of the main ones we'd like to do.
What's that, in May?
Bank holiday.
Bank holiday.
Yeah.
Nice, boys. Have a couple of beers after and dawdle home.
Yeah.
Nice. Love that. What are you boys into outside of music? What gets you guys your juices flowing? What excites you? Bring that mic a bit closer to you as well, Shay, please. Cheers, brother.
What excites me? Not a lot. I'm boring. I am, right? I don't do much. Like.
I caught you in having a feed the other day. You're in your work.
Oh yeah, that's my main interest is eating.
Love it. What about yourself, Hak?
For me, it's just music. At least I've had interests, fleeting interests over the past 10 years. Been interested in cars, been interested in this, that, the other. But it's music is the only thing I would say. And playing my guitar and singing is the only thing that's proper clicked, because we all try things, don't we? We you have different interests as you go through life, but music has been the only one that has stayed, I guess.
Yeah.
But
do you get that mad buzz up, like you said? Obviously, when you see the people watching and loving it, that must be an unbelievable feeling when you're just up there.
It's good.
Awesome.
It's good.
I remember the first gig we played up the Oak, and through it all, I was just buzzing because there was loads of people and they were all dancing and singing, and I'm like, this is wild to me, and I still get that feeling now.
Yeah.
Really?
And every time, pretty much, it never wears off.
That shows you, you're doing something which you're aligned with, though, when you're getting that every time you go up there. And I think nerves is a big thing too. If you didn't have nerves, you probably think something's not right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something ain't back going on, But I think you boys are here in the loft on the 30th.
We are,
31st of May.
Just created a ladies' day for that event as well.
Okay.
So it's about creating an event, and they finish up. You have a bottomless brunch. I think they got a saxophone this year, and then after it, you boys are performing. So it's 50 women there.
There we are.
A bit of fun for you lot. And obviously everyone else who goes to the loft. It's a bit of a vibe at the moment, isn't it?
It is.
I love it.
It is.
How many times have you boys performed?
Not once.
Not yet.
That's
Not
the
yet.
We've been here drinking,
Yeah.
but never played.
Oh, boys,
So-
you got to do it.
It's the
Yeah.
place to be now, isn't it? It's kicked off.
100%.
It's like sardines out there on a Saturday
Yeah,
night. It's
yeah.
just
Yeah, it
everyone's
is.
crammed shoulder
It
to
is.
shoulder.
Yeah.
There's some good musicians out there, you know. So
Mm.
it's nice,
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah, it's good
I'm looking
stuff.
forward to that. Big
Yeah.
time.
Love that. So when's your next gig now?
What day is it today? Wednesday. Saturday.
Saturday.
Tonorable.
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 Is it a fundraiser? I believe
It is.
isn't it?
It
It's
is.
a fundraiser.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
There's a couple of bands on it there, I think.
Fundraiser for what? If you don't mind me asking.
Now you're talking.
Chucking you under the bus, yeah, vi?
Big time. Big time.
It's a
I'm-
fundraiser
I'm
charity.
gonna go and
have to check
say.
his phone now,
I'm gonna
innit?
go and say Valindra.
Nice.
I think it's Valindra.
Is it?
I think
And
so.
then Sunday,
St.
Mulligan's.
Paddy's Day in Mulligan's in.
Beneath.
that'll be messy, boys.
Yeah, look forward to that.
Be good.
Forward to
One,
that.
is there a couple of you, or is it just you two performing?
Just us.
Just us, yeah, I believe.
4 o'clock.
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
So do you have to allocate what's the word? Select certain type of songs of St. Paddy's Day then, or is it kind of?
We will
We
switch
will
it up.
do. We
Yeah,
will do.
we switch it up in most places we go to be honest, depending on the
Gotta read
crowd
the room.
and
Read the room,
Mm,
innit?
ages and different demographics you come across. Like you change it
Yeah.
all the time. But
What would you say your average ages of audience?
20 to 30.
yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
I would instantly go and say between 18 and 30.
Yeah.
But then
It's tough.
we bring
It's tough to say.
we bring them
'cause-
all in, like
Yeah.
like you know the middle ages and you know the 50, 60-year-olds love it just as much as
They do, yeah.
the younger ones. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you find music is quite therapeutic for a lot of people? When I listen to music, man, it can take you back to a place, a feeling, a memory.
Yeah.
Is it the same thing for you guys? Maybe playing songs or writing certain. If you write songs as well, is it quite like therapeutic at all?
Yeah, music in general for me anyway is just probably the finer thing in life. I
Yeah.
would say
It's an escape, innit?
Yeah.
From the race, like.
it'll sort you out in any position you find yourself.
Do you write much, boys?
No.
Not at all. Just only covers
Yeah.
Currently.
only covers.
currently.
We've been asked loads of
Okay.
times by loads of people, you know, are you ever going to write your own music?
Yeah.
Any originals on the line? But again, time is
Exactly, I
is,
don't-
is
hey.
the biggest thing, like, you know. And if
Yeah.
we haven't really found it, we haven't got a hell of a lot of spare time. And I think writing originals, you really gotta
Yeah.
get in the zone. I mean, you gotta sit down and lock yourself in your room and just see what comes out. But
And on the flip side, then there's only so far you can go singing cover songs, isn't it?
singing other people's music,
Mm.
yeah.
If you want to, well, I feel like if we wanted to like take a big step up, it's got to be with our own tunes, you know.
Yeah,
That's good.
I'd agree.
That's an exciting thing, though, right?
Yeah.
100%.
What would you align it to if I know I'm just asking questions here. What would you align it to? Would it be something local, or would it be something that, you know, something personal?
Yeah, I don't know, because it's something I've never personally tried it, like, you know, it's, I did all right at language in school, like, but writing music is a different kettle of fish, and it's,
Oh, for sure.
and you got to try and connect with other people as well, you know, put something out there that other people are going to want to listen to, enjoy. But I guess you first got to enjoy it yourself, haven't you? You got to first believe in it yourself, like, and it's just something we've never tried, really. I don't know whether it'd be a case of we do it separately and see what we've both come up with separately, or whether we sit down together and try to write a song together. I think when the time comes, we'll know, but
I love it.
yeah.
It's exciting. Do you remember a band, the Blims?
They're playing an off-grid soon, aren't they?
Are they?
Is it the Blims?
Yeah, the Blims are
They're
Bridgend
coming
band.
back, aren't they? Because didn't they have
That's right, yeah,
they
they
had
had
a
time off,
bit of
didn't
time
they?
off,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had a lot of time off.
and I'm sure they're playing in off-grid.
Mate, they did their own songs, but a lot of their songs is connected to, let's say, Wales, Rugby, Bridgend.
Oh,
Right.
So like their kind of demographic was still connecting to the people, you know.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it was, you know, they blew up in Bridgend when they were here, and so, you know, I remember even taking it when I was in Australia, I'd be listening to the Blims in the car, you know. So it was amazing. I'm actually going to that event on the May the 5th, something like that.
one of them.
Actually, yeah, May the 5th, I think it is, in the off grid. Yeah, they're amazing. They are.
So how long ago were they sort of?
I reckon I'm going to get in trouble for saying the wrong day. I reckon 2013,
Righto.
12, or even earlier probably. But that's when
Yeah.
I remember them. So I'm 31 now. So back then, but yeah, they were class. And I tried to actually get them on. Reached out to them to get them on. Yeah, but they, I think they're in the process of doing a documentary or something about their journey. But I see you two like that though.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, you boys are really good, and I think you boys know you are really good too. The head down. Well. Don't be a typical Welshman here, mate. Be humble. Like this, you gotta own it, boys. I love it.
Yeah. Well, judging by the response that we get,
Yeah.
I suppose you got to take that then, innit?
Yeah.
What's your funniest story, boys, out of all of this?
Oh God, I've got a crazy one.
Let's do it.
You know what I'm gonna say, don't you?
I think so.
So we was playing.
It's probably going to be my one. My go-to one.
We was playing deep in the Avon Valley and in a real nasty pub, and we was playing, of all songs, "Dream Catch Me" by Newton Faulkner, wasn't it?
Newton Faulkner, yeah.
And this brawl just kicked off, and it was glass flying over everyone's heads, and it was mad. And we just
between women.
yeah, these are all
men,
women. And we're just still playing, you know, just taking in the entertainment. And
we didn't know whether to stop or not, didn't we?
And then the owner was like, "Stop it!" So we were like, "Right, let's stop." And then after a little bit, you know, it all got broken up. And then next thing you know, some man gets stabbed in the neck.
What?
Yeah, gets stabbed in the neck, like up here,
Up through there.
out through the mouth. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
And we still went back and done another gig.
No way.
Yeah.
What
Crazy
the fuck?
shit, innit?
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah.
Were you just gobsmacked, boys, that just happened? I would have
Yeah.
been
Yeah,
like,
it's scary shit, innit?
It's
was it a woman who did it too?
Yeah.
I think it was a woman that did it to the man, wasn't it? Yeah. But she had glassed someone before. And I think I think she glassed a young girl. I think she would have been like, say,
that rings a bell.
40 to 50, and the young girl was like 18, 19, something like that. But she just drove a pint glass right into the face, like. But yeah,
They're built different over there, aren't they?
they are.
Oh, yes.
And to be fair, I think she shrugged it off. To be honest with you.
Just another day in the office.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
It's
quite
another
intense.
Friday night, like.
And you boys went around again.
Yeah.
went
Oh,
back.
I wouldn't be
Another
going
one.
back after
We said
that.
we wouldn't, but
You ever thought about bringing your own little bodyguard, boys, or someone just to cover your asses?
We used to have one, didn't we, Randall?
Randall, shout out Randall. He used to come and do absolutely nothing to protect us, but we still.
He's about 6 stone heavy, and he just used to get pissed though,
Yeah.
and he'd just crash out on the floor then, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Just here with a special shout out to our sponsor, the Black and White Pig Company. If you love top quality meat, locally sourced right here in Wales, then you need to check them out. The Black and White Pig Company is your go-to online butcher, offering a fantastic range of top quality meats delivered straight to your door. They've got everything from tender beef, top quality chicken, delicious lamb, and of course, their signature pork products, all expertly prepared and guaranteed to be fresh and full of flavour. Ordering is super easy. Just head over to blackandwhitepigcompany.co.uk, browse their selection and place your order online. They offer local delivery around Bridgend and beyond, plus free local delivery on orders over £50 and free national delivery when you spend over £89. So whether you're planning a Sunday roast, a family barbecue, or just stocking up your freezer, the Black and White Pig Company has you covered with the finest quality meat. Support local, eat well, and check them out today at blackandwhitepigcompany.co.uk. Now, let's go back to the podcast. Do you have a lot of your mates, especially at the start, like just following you around?
Yeah. At the start, a lot of our friends were kind of coming around wherever we were going, and then we started
Branching out a
picking
bit
up
more then, didn't we?
new people, and they would all come to, like, we had people that would come in, well, and they still do every single
gig.
week. If we're playing public, you can guarantee they'll be there, like, every week, which is baffling to me.
They want photos of you. They want to chat with you all the time. They want to know what you do.
I know they're like mates of ours, I know.
Yeah, we made loads
Through this,
and
like.
loads of friends through the band, like.
Boy, that's
Crazy.
amazing.
It's good.
Love
It's
it,
good.
boys. I love it.
Yeah, it's done good things.
Should we ask those questions from the audience of?
Yeah, let's go for it.
So look with these. So we put a poll up on Instagram and just said not poll questions and asked a few people. I think we had a couple back. I won't. The ones. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna go over the first question here, and I think we've covered this. What venue has had the best atmosphere when you've performed?
I'm gonna change my answer. because the best gig of my life was Cider Festival in Tondy Cricket Club.
Yeah, that was good.
Not last year, the year before, 2023.
Yeah, I would
That
say
was awesome.
atmosphere-wise, yeah.
Tondy Cricket Club.
Yeah, could be that one, yeah.
Nice. Like that. Was both of you on that one then?
Yeah.
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next question. What's your top 3 venues you have played at?
For any reason, like.
Any reason, bro?
For any reason.
What's your top 3 venues you have played at?
For me, Off Grid will be in there, 100%. Do you know what I'll put in there as well? Is Port Miriam
Port Miriam.
up in North Wales. You know Port Miriam? It's like a little Italian village in North Wales.
Nice.
All different colour houses and
recognise
stuff
it
like
if you've
that.
seen photos of it. Like it's
Yeah.
unreal. And we played a wedding up there 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
What a place! That was awesome.
It's like
And
a fairy tale village, you know.
Love that.
yeah,
It's good.
And one more?
go on, mate.
You're going to say the Royal Oak, are you?
Go on then. Actually, for old time's sake,
Could
we'll
do,
go
yeah.
for the Royal Oak.
Yeah.
Is it Royal Oak in Puthcall as well?
Yeah,
It is,
we've
yeah,
done
we've
that a
done
few
that.
times as well.
Good couple of gigs there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I live not far from there. And you got the Seahorse Pub,
Mm-hmm.
the Rock Inn.
Done
Yeah,
a couple
yeah.
of gigs.
Yeah.
Done a couple of gigs in the Seahorse. We don't know if
Yeah.
you've ever played the Rock.
No, we haven't done
the.
the Rock. We've
No.
done the Seahorse. and
What about the
Royal
bars
Oak.
in the front? You got the Marine.
Got the Marine. I remember them reaching out a while back, but we couldn't come up with a date.
Yeah.
We've done the Harbour
the-
Bar. We've done
Nice.
Cozy Corner.
Cozy Corner.
Nice.
That's what I was trying to remember.
Love
Yeah.
Or Asayad, is that what it's called?
Salad now, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Asian tapas.
Yeah. Sounds
It's good
great.
food. And it's, it's always a nice band in there or gig in there. It's quite good vibe,
Lovely
innit?
beers on tap in there as well.
Is that always an extra? Are you there while were you?
Yeah. Why not?
Not while you're performing, obviously, because of the throat.
That's it.
Throat.
That's
Come on.
Come on now.
Tom Lewis, 941.
Oh, God.
Do you know this boy already?
Yes.
We might do.
You might do it. So the
Do
question
we
is,
know him?
I know him.
ask Shay about his successful rugby sevens career. Feel free to say who mentioned it.
It's actually a really good career. So when I left uni, we were talking about this the other day as well, weren't we?
Yeah.
My mate's sevens rugby team, they do a tournament in Aberystwyth, Aber Sevens, and they were putting a team together, and I hadn't played rugby for years, and they were a man down. Oh shit, they were a man down. So I stepped in, got on the pitch, and the whistle blew. They kicked off. 11 seconds later, I was just lying on the floor with a dislocated shoulder. Two of these big boys. I went to pick the ball up. Two of these big fuckers just ran straight into me, took me clean out. So that was the start and the end of my sevens career. So thanks for bringing that up, Tom.
Stegs, is it?
No, Tom Lewis. He works for me.
Tom Lewis.
Right.
Nice. And then last one's, it must be an inside joke between you two. Jazzy Peebs or Jeezy Peebs?
Jeezy Peeps, man.
Is this a guy who just follows you around, is it, or what?
Yeah, he's from Patalwat way, isn't he?
Is he?
I think so, yeah. Ryan. Shout out Ryan, Jeezy Peeps, man.
Nice. Love it. What about yourself? You do any sports?
I do, I go to the gym as of recently. Well, as of 2 years ago anyway.
Nice.
And I don't want to say I'm getting into my running because it's probably short-lived, but I've kind of picked up a bit of running and
Nice.
I've got a 10k booked. Once that's done, I can see me knocking it on the head. 100%.
Nice. We do a run club every Thursday, man.
I seen it from Grow and Grind, is it?
We got one there, Grow and Grind. Every Thursday we do a bit. The last Thursday of the month we go to a different location. So
Yeah.
Grow and Grind, croissant and coffee on the house, boys. Get yourself down.
Sounds right, that, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Be a bit of a
A
vibe.
5k in you?
Get the fire on. No chance.
No, I'm too busy figure skating. That's right. Bit of water polo every now and again.
Is that what you're into?
Yeah. Oh, big time. Big time. Mainly the figure skating.
Yeah?
But, yeah.
Nice,
When
mate.
I can,
You're
Busy man.
wasted in this band, mate.
Yeah.
I know. Too busy doing my tricks now.
You into anything else though yourself or not really?
No, not really. I dabbled with sports in the past, but this it's never been something that I've really.
Nice. Fair enough. Just stick to the talent.
They say it's
stick to
either
the
music
string.
or sports, don't they?
It is, yeah, and it's definitely less strenuous playing the guitar. Although you do sweat sometimes, you know, when you're going for it. Like, that's about the most I exert myself. I think. Like, yeah.
I find. Do you think like I believe if like when I always relate back to sports, I believe you've naturally got it to a certain level. So let's just say I was brought up and I was already a 7 out of 10, and if I enhanced that by training, practicing, I could maybe get to an 8 or a 9.
Yeah.
But if I was borderline already brought up and I was a 2 out of 10 as a sports player, the max I could do if I pushed myself is probably a 5. Do you think that's the same with music? Like you naturally got, you know, you what's the word? Kind of playing the guitar for you guys. It took a bit of practice and working, but you could kind of figure it out quicker than the average Joe.
It's always going to help if you've got an interest, basically. Passion and interest, the first thing, and then obviously the learning will just come easier. So it helps to want to do it is the main thing, I think. But I mean, I don't know about singing, but obviously guitar is very teachable. You can teach someone to play guitar and they can get pretty good at it. Like, but again, you got to have that interest, that passion, and a lot of practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tuesday, Thursdays are in the studio, boys, in the
Yes.
the old man.
Yeah,
built.
yeah. He's looked after us with that place, to be fair.
Big
like,
time.
Yeah, we try and practice as much as we can. Again, it's getting harder as time goes on, but you gotta keep the practice going, haven't you? You gotta keep it going. Yeah.
Propane Lane, boys. Where's the name come from?
It's a story,
Is it?
I suppose so. But if you want to tell it, like the truth. Do you want the truth?
Nothing but the truth.
Nothing but the truth.
Come on, brother.
Do you want to go for it?
Yeah, right. So we was up his father's studio, and people were asking us to play live, and we're like, well, if we're going to play live, we've got to set up a band and come up with a name and all stuff like that, like, you know. So we was steaming, and and we just made a list on our phone of all these random things. And if my phone weren't turned off, I've still got the notes on my phone of some of the ideas that they come up with.
Some of the names were terrible.
Oh, mate, they were bad. They were
Absolutely
bad.
awful, like.
But Propane was in there somewhere, wasn't it?
Yeah. We'd come up with it was like Propane Heights, Propane Skies, loads of different things. Like, I was staring at a bottle of propane all day, like, because I've got a gas heater in work. Like, it keeps me warm. I'm very fortunate for it, to be fair. But yeah, so we dabbled in with lots of different words. But I think it was Shay then that ultimately turned and was like, Propane Lane.
And he kind of looked at me like, whoa. That was our Motley Crue
like
moment.
A Tenacious D moment.
Yeah,
it was like, and yeah. And it just stuck. It was never no question about it. Like,
Just
it was
like,
never.
yep, that's it.
Yeah, we dabbled
Still
with.
will never doubt that name either.
No, I think we dabbled with different ways of spelling it. I think that was something we looked into.
PRO. We got the O with the
PRO with the strike through, and then propane as it is, and lane as it is. But I think we tried spelling it.
Propane.
Pain
like
as in
pain.
PAIN.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it didn't really have.
That's a little bit.
It's a bit weird, wasn't it? Yeah. We stick with what we got.
I like it, boys. It's mad. It's funny how names get created in it, and just yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Obviously, it's got a bit of it does rhyme, like, so. Yeah, it's good.
It's good, man. So, like you said, busy this weekend. Couple of other gigs. Any similar? Is it just the same bars and places you perform at, or is it like you're always trying to get to a new venue or tick a certain box? Like you said?
Well, we've just booked in a bit of a mad one, haven't we?
So.
Dubrovnik.
Oh yeah, we're going to Dubrovnik.
Going to Dubrovnik in May in Croatia.
Nice.
Holiday
or performing?
Performing.
No way, a wedding.
Doing a wedding, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Love
pretty
that.
crazy.
We're up in Newcastle, I think, the week before it.
Yeah.
For a wedding again. Yeah, we're in some random places.
Yeah.
It's awesome though.
Yeah, love it. Can I give some advice?
Mm.
Get yourself one of those 360 GoPros or 360 cameras and just do a bit of a day in a life.
Like a vlog.
A vlog, boys.
Yeah, I was thinking
I think people would like things like that.
Yeah.
I think what you guys are, boys, you don't realise how talented you are, but people are so nosy. They want to know everything about you too. Yeah. And the more you provide, the more you give. People just want to buy into that. And you just listen to anyone who's ever really made it. They've shown a bit more of their life. And I think, you know, if you could ever do like a jamming session of you practicing, oh, this is what we get up to in the week, blah, blah, blah. I know you haven't got much time. But I mean, if you're going to go this Croatia to do this trip, man, just video that journey, boys. And people love that shit.
I think that is something we want to do, innit? Yeah. Definitely. We want to try and document it in some way.
YouTube. You got YouTube, yeah? Channel?
Nope.
No YouTube channel. No.
Lend this camera, boys, and take it with you. Take these cameras and go for it. You boys will smash it. I just think I for myself, I have like this big desire for our town, our people to do extremely well.
Yeah.
And I just want you boys to like. I've got this futuristic thing in me. I think I always see what people can do in potential and where they can go. And like when I seen you boys at the wedding, when I look at your stuff, when I see videos of your stuff online, I'm like, these boys could go so much further. Like you're doing amazing right now, and it's amazing. But I just think you could just take it. All it takes is that one video, that's one eye on you, and it's like bang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's playing in front of that one particular person or that
right
one person, as
innit?
you say, coming across our videos, and could change everything. But there's no point in just latching on and hoping for something like that to happen, is there? We're just still enjoying the ride.
Oh, enjoy the ride. 100% enjoy the ride. But I think, was it Luke Combs?
Yeah.
Do you know how he got picked up? Wasn't it like he was just vlogging online and YouTube?
Was he?
Yeah.
The country singer?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure like he got someone inquired about him, but he was making so much money online from YouTube and all of that from doing his own thing. But
I think the social media sort of thing, that's probably the best bet a lot of people have got, really, because you can just reach as many people as you want to reach, really, online, innit?
And admittedly, I think we'd probably lack a little bit there due to the lack of time as well, like, you know.
You guys, because the cool thing is you guys are so busy here, it's like enjoying the ride, isn't it?
Yeah.
Enjoying the journey, boys.
Yeah,
but it's like, I'd love to see you guys get us on the map.
I'd love to do it as well.
Yeah.
I'd love to do that.
I think the more opportunities that come our way, we just try and take, as long as we're free, we just try and take as much as we can, really.
Sweet.
The most unique ones are always more interesting, like. But
I'm gonna do my mission after this podcast is to get you a contact for In It Together.
That would be wicked.
That would be
vision.
awesome.
Yeah.
That would be class. Yeah.
That's my vision. My goal after this podcast, I'm gonna do that.
We can retire then. You would
better
have
vlog
put Propane Lane out of business by doing
Yeah,
that.
we can die happy then, can't we?
If you get that, boys, vlog it.
100%.
That's the deal, right?
Right on, you got it.
Sweet.
You got it.
Hey everyone, it's Ollie Olds here with a quick word from our incredible sponsor, Pitch Roofer. You know, your home is your castle, and nothing protects that castle better than a solid, reliable roof. That's where Pitch Roofer comes in. They're not just building roofs, they're building trust, community, and peace of mind. Pitch Roofer has been serving our local community for years, and what really sets them apart is their commitment to giving back, from supporting local sport teams to donating to charities. They're making a real difference beyond roofing. Together, we are stronger. Now, if your roof is looking a little worse for wear, or you are thinking it might be time for a full replacement, Pitch Roofer has got you covered with top quality solutions tailored to protect your home and boost that curb appeal. Why should you choose Pitch Roofer? Let me break it down for you. Experienced professionals. These guys know this stuff with years of expertise in residential roofing. Affordable rates, competitive pricing with no hidden costs, high quality materials, durable weather resistant products that stand the test of time. Free inspections. Get the condition of your roof checked at no cost. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. They're not happy until you are. So whether it's a repair, a replacement, or you just want a peace of mind your roof is in good conditions, give Pitch Roofer a call on 01656 470016. A text message to 07540 443345 or email gerald@pitchroofer.co.uk. Pitch Roofer, building more than roofs, building a stronger community. Now, back to the show.
Boys, any other questions? Anything you want to cover here? Because I feel like I could just keep talking about just...
I got one.
Come on.
Where did the name Walkers Only come from?
Good question. So, similar to you boys, where you were just mucking around. So, when I did this in Australia, we had, I was doing this community every Sunday. We do like a workout in Brisbane. And every Sunday we were doing this. And then there was these two Islander boys I was good mates with, Zaya and Matthias. And I was like, we love to just have open conversations. And I was like, I remember it one day we did a workout, had a coffee, and we were just sitting like this. I just had a titful one day, and like we were, instead of just talking surface level stuff, I was like, nah, boys, this is what's actually going on in life. And then it transformed into you talking about something, and it transformed into you talking about something. Next thing, we just didn't want to leave this coffee chat. And I was like, boys, imagine every one of them voice note me after, like, boys, imagine we or recorded that, listened to that back on a podcast. And I was already like itching to do a podcast. So I bought all the gear. Like yourself, you know, when you're like motivated and invested, you don't care how much it costs at times. You're like, I love this so much. Like that guitar probably costs a lot of me, but you're like, I love this so much. It's going to benefit me, you know?
Yeah.
So I bought the podcast kit, and they come over the house, and we'd like one Sunday, then we sat there and like, what should we call this? And they were like, one of them was like, don't talk it, walk it. And I was like, yeah. And then like walkers only. Yeah. So that was all it was. It was nothing else to it. And I was like, oh, I like that. Walkers only podcast. And then don't talk it, walk it.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that was it. And
it's got a good ring to it.
Yeah, and that's where the intro.
And there's the sign. Don't talk it, walk it.
Yeah, and that's it. So, and that's where it all started from. And 2021 in Australia.
2021.
Yeah, that's where the podcast started over there, and then it come over here now.
So you lived in Australia for a
just
while.
shy of 11 years.
Nice.
Whoa. Yeah, 10 years.
Professional rugby out there then.
Semi-pro, a little bit of professional at the start, but then semi-pro most of it. But semi-pro is still 4 days a week training.
Yeah.
And then playing on a Saturday and then working a job as well. But
would you get a wage from the rugby?
Yeah. It was a decent coin playing that, like, but then, I'd have a day job as well, you know. Yeah. But I left there when I was 19, and then I came back, 29. Yes, that's 10 years. And then I had a rugby contract to go to Manchester at 30. Yeah. So did 1 year Manchester, play rugby league, semi-pro, and I was just doing coaching. And then Wales this time last year. Come home to Wales.
Class.
Would you ever
God's
go back?
country.
I went back, God's country. I went back to see my brother over there over Christmas. And it's an interesting thing you said that, because I had a little bit of this itch to go back, because I was like, I was never really planning on moving back home. Things happen with family, and then I come home, and then I was like, oh, is this where I want to be? It was like, I was unsure. I loved our people, but I always told myself there was a reason why I left Australia as well, you know?
Yeah.
And you always think the grass is greener. Yeah. And then I went back there to visit my brother, and I was like, nah, this isn't home anymore for me, Australia. Wales is home now. And one thing we have, boys, and I love Australians, but our people, we're one of a kind, Welsh people. We just care. We're family. We're very, I love it. Like, you know, there's a lot of negative to everything, you know, whingers and people talk rubbish, but that's everywhere you go. But you can't beat our people.
No, you can't, man.
So that's a little bit of my story in a.
It's class.
Yeah.
It's good.
I never know, boys. You might perform out there one day.
That would be good.
Yeah.
That'd be good. I'd enjoy that.
I can't promise that one, though.
Lots of spiders out there, though, aren't there? I've heard.
Yeah, a lot of spiders.
A lot of spiders.
I'll tell you this story, right? So anyone who's gone to Australia on a working holiday visa, you have to do like farm work for 3 months,
right,
rural work.
Yeah.
So when I was playing for this team called Ipswich Jets, they had sponsors, but there's this one farming family there, Stu and Tracy Newendorf, amazing people. And they said, come work on the pig farm. I'm not a farmer at all. And they realised pretty quickly how shit I was on the farm. Like, moving these pigs would just knock me about. They're massive, you know? So we're the pens where you'd walk to each pen, and there'd be like this concrete walkway, like on the top, and then on the sides it was all grass, and there was like these little holes, and you'd have wellies on. And I remember it was like one of the farmers behind me, and we were walking on the concrete, and I just went down the banking, and I just felt something nip my welly, and it was a brown snake, and they're venomous. And luckily he had the shovel, and he just put the shovel on the snake's head. But like, luckily I had the wellies on, otherwise you don't know what would happen then, would you? But
I can imagine that.
yeah,
Scary stuff.
3 months in the farm over there taught me a lot. Taught me that I'm shit at farm. So that's what I realised. But yeah, that's basically it with me, boys. But
Right.
how can people find you? I know you're probably at the brim right now, but how can people find you?
Instagram, Propane Lane Official. Facebook, it's just Propane Lane. TikTok, we're just Propane Lane.
Propane Lane, I think.
I think that's it, isn't it?
I think it's worth mentioning as well, because obviously we get quite a fair few messages. So for anyone listening who is like, you know, I've been I've been messaging you and you haven't answered, like, you know.
Were they saying that to you?
Yeah. And we get hounded in the gigs as well, like, you know.
Really?
Yeah, like we've messaged you like 3-4 times and you haven't answered. So it's probably worth mentioning that. Again, obviously we've touched on, we've got day jobs.
Yeah.
This isn't a full-time thing for us. You know, we work Monday to Friday, like 9 to 5. So again, that time that we're left with to concentrate on messages. And obviously I don't see Shay every day, like, you know, we see each other like twice a week outside of the gigging. So yeah, it's probably worth, we're not ignorant.
Yeah.
Promise you. I ain't anyway. But it's just it's tough to, again, like I said, accommodate for everybody because our diary just fills up so fast. And again, a lot of our time is spent messaging people saying, no, sorry, we can't, we're unavailable, like, you know. And it's gutting for us because we want to help, we want to play these gigs for these people, but again, it's there's only so many days in the year, isn't it?
That's it. How what are you booked up to at the moment, boys? What?
2020. We got gigs for 2027, haven't we? Yeah.
2026 is
not fully
pretty
booked until.
No, but you're up to that. Someone's got you into that.
We've
day.
got I think 5 or 6 weddings for 2027 already penciled in.
Really.
2026 is probably about.
It's very limited.
Yeah.
I would say.
I think my team, Bridgend Athletic, we're in the final on the 5th of April.
Yeah.
And have they tried to inquire about you boys on the 6th, the second day?
Yeah. We need to get back to them.
We will get back to.
Yeah. Dude, like I put this post up, they message me, ask them will they come on the 6th.
We will get back to.
All good, boys. All good, boys. I always, I feel like I could ask you more questions, but you happy there? Anything else you want to get on off the table? Anything else you want to talk about with Propane Lane?
I'm all good.
Just we're super thankful for the support. Yeah. You know, we wouldn't be anywhere where we are now if people didn't come and watch us. You know, I think that's one of the big things is we do stop and reflect on that. You know, that is something we do think about. We're very thankful of everybody who've continued to support us and come out week in week and come and watch us, even if we're just singing the same songs as we were the week before. Like, they still loving it. Like, and the support is very much appreciated. We're very, very, very thankful for.
Well, I always ask my guests, boys, when we wrap up, just what we're grateful for. But I feel like you've already covered that now.
Yeah. Mostly, well, to be fair, there's loads. There's like obviously the people that come watch us. That's a given, isn't it? You know.
Yeah. Mum and Dad.
Mum and Dad. Your mum and dad. I don't think we would be.
Your mum and dad.
We wouldn't be anywhere if it weren't for your mum and dad. Just everyone who supports us all the time.
Yeah.
I've been told by my niece I've got to give her a shout out. So Bella, this one's for you.
Love that. Why didn't you get the old man as the manager? He sounds like he'd be right into it.
Oh, he's too critical. He's too critical.
Here we go.
And he'll admit that. He won't be annoyed that I've said that.
Well, critical as in like
everything.
Songs you play or how you play them?
He's just I mean, it's good.
He cares. It sounds like he cares, boys.
Of course it is. Yeah. I mean, you gotta have a good critic behind you, like, because it's like, it's
keeps going.
Sometimes it's easy to hear all the good stuff in it.
Yeah.
But then when somebody, not that he ever.
No.
Don't always, but he's very critical, which is a good thing. But yeah, I don't know if I'd have him as a manager.
You bump heads.
Well, he's a great father. He's a great father, but I don't know about a manager.
Yeah.
No.
It reminds me of my dad. You love him, and when you play sports, you come off the field and you're like, you played really well, but you messed up on that or you missed that and you missed that and you're like, fucking hell. You know what I mean? And sometimes but then when you reflect and you go, you know what, he's right though. That spurs you on for better.
There's always that afterthought of maybe there's some sense there, like,
There you go. My last question, boys. Who are the type of people that you looked up to, like musicians or certain singers?
Go on.
I grew up on my father's music, I did, so I was very much like, 70s, 80s. I listened to a lot of like Bon Jovi, AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, Queen. So that's deep-rooted in me, probably more so than the modern music. I'd probably rather play older music than I would newer music. But yeah, for me, older stuff.
Nice.
Personally.
I've always been a little bit of a metalhead, to be honest with you. So I don't know how much inspiration I can really take from that. But I don't know. I'm into bands that can kind of push it a little bit. Ones that make sounds that you've probably not really heard before. The 1975 for me was the first band that perked my ears up. You got McGee, that you got me into.
Yeah, I like McGee.
Phenomenal. Yeah, things like that.
Sam Fender.
Sam Fender.
Yeah, in terms of like newer stuff.
Yeah.
He's one of my favourites from the newer sort of artists. Yeah.
I'm looking at the tattoos, bro. You covered in, haven't you?
Bit of a mess, aren't I?
What's the thought pattern? Because they're kind of all. Are they all connected to a certain thing, or they have any meaning to them?
They all have meaning. They just mean that I'm a cool motherfucker. No, I'm joking.
Got too much money.
I was gonna say all these gigs, boys.
No, I don't know, mate. I just love tattoos, so just covered myself in them.
Love that.
There's no real story to it.
Nice. What about you? Have you any tats?
I have, yeah. I got my arm and all that, but obviously covered up. I got some on my chest, my ribs. They really hurt. Don't get rib tattoos. They hurt.
No, I want ribs.
The cross on the neck. That was
nice.
I think I had that like 18. Not a great decision. I did not think at all. Like they call them job stoppers, don't they? Neck tattoos.
Yeah, neck tats.
But well,
keep playing music, man. You will not need to get a job.
Exactly.
That's it. Nice.
Stay in the band, innit?
Yeah. Last one, boys. I've got to think. That was just hit me now. Is for people who come and listen to you, how would you like to make them feel when they leave?
Like they want to come back and do the exact same thing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'd agree.
Yeah. It's probably really
happy. Yeah. Tired because they dance too much.
Sore feet.
Yeah.
Amazing. Are we sweet to do some music, boys?
We are sweet.
Let's do it, brother.
All right.
I'm gonna get that camera and bring it at you, and we'll have two going at you, boys, and rock and roll. But thank you so much for the podcast, boys.
Pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Legend.
Sweet. Legend, boys.
Listen to the wind blow, watch the sun rise. Running in the shadows, damn your love, damn your life. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying you will never break the chain. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying you will never break the chain. Listen to the wind blow, down comes the night. Running in the shadows, damn your love, damn your life. Break the silence, damn the dark, damn the light. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying you will never break the chain. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying you will never break the chain. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again.
And I can still hear you saying you will never break the chains.
Yes, boys. Let's go.
Chain, keep us together, running in the shadows. Chain, keep us together, running in the shadows. Chain, keep us together, running in the shadows. Chain, keep us together. Chain, keep us together, running in the shadows. Chain, keep us together. If you could return, don't let it burn, don't let it fade. Sure, I'm not being rude, it's just your attitude, and it's tearing me apart, and it's ruining every day. I swore I would be true, but honey, so did you. So why were you holding her hand? Is that the way we stand? Were you lying all the time? Was it just a game to you? But I'm in so deep. You know I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Have to let it linger. Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? Oh, I thought the world of you. I thought nothing could go wrong, but I was wrong. I was wrong. If you could get by, trying not to lie, things wouldn't be so confused. I wouldn't feel so used, but you always really knew. I just wanna be with you, but I'm in so deep. You know I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? So deep, you know I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to?
you have to let it linger? You know I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger?
Yes, boys.
You're so hot, teasing me. So you're blue, but I can't take a chance on a chick like you. There's something I couldn't do. There's that look in your eyes. I can't read in your face till your feelings are driving you wild. Oh, but girl, you're only a child. Well, I can dance with you, honey, if you think it's funny. Does your mother know that you're out? And I can chat with you, baby, for a little maybe. Does your mother know that you're out? Take it easy, better slow down, girl, that's the way to go. Does your mother know? Take it easy, gotta cool it, girl, just take it nice and slow. Does your mother know? I can see what you want, but you seem pretty young to be searching for that kind of fun. So maybe I'm not the one. You're so cute, I like your style, and I know what you mean when you give me a flash of that smile. Oh, but girl, you're only a child. Well, I can dance with you, honey, if you think it's funny. Does your mother know that you're out? And I can chat with you, baby, flirt a little maybe. Does your mother know that you're out? Take it easy, better slow down, girl, that's the way to go. Does your mother know? Take it easy, gotta cool it, girl, just take it nice and slow. Does your mother know? Your mother know that you're out, and I can chat with you, baby, flirt a little maybe. Does your mother know that you're out? 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 Does your mother know that you're out?
Love it. Yes, boys.